grade 12. Now the last scale that I'm going to discuss, and the last one that's prescribed for grade 12, is the chromatic scale. Now the chromatic scale only consists of semitones. And because it only consists of semitones, you are not going to indicate every single semitone. Okay, so let's see what are the rules when it gets to the chromatic scale. Now there are different forms of it, but I'm going to teach you the basic one, which is the major chromatic. But in the exam, they're just going to likely refer to the chromatic scale. Okay, so say for example, they ask you to write the chromatic scale on, let's pick D, okay? You're going to think of D major's key signature. They can say that you have to write the scale with key signature, without key signature. It doesn't matter, it's just where you're going to place the particular key signature. Okay, so let's say they said write it with key signature, so I'm going to write my F sharp and my C sharp there. Why? Because D major has got two sharps, and that is F sharp and C sharp. So then what you're going to do with the chromatic scale is you are going to write all the scale degrees twice, except for the tonic and the dominant. So in other words, the first and the fifth scale degree. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly do that. So I'm going to start on D. So that's 1. So I'm writing it once. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, only once, 6, 7, 8. You can just get out of the way. So there you can see that I've written the first scale degree once, then 2 twice, 3, 4 twice, 5 only once, 6 twice, 7, and then my upper tonic just once. Okay, so that is the first thing that you need to do. Okay, and it always works like that. So just take a moment once you've written the scale to make sure that you actually wrote the correct notes, that you doubled, so to speak, the correct notes. Okay, so 1 is written once, 5 is written once, and then 8 is also written once. Okay, good. And I put the piano up there. So now you're just going to think in terms of semitones. So just have your piano there that you obviously wrote out on your rough paper, and then you can just check that you write it correctly. Okay, so now I'm thinking in semitones. So D to E flat is a semitone. Okay, so then I just put my E flat here. Then it's E to E natural. So remember to put the natural sign there, because otherwise this E flat is going to apply to this E as well. Okay, then from E to F is a semitone, but because I have F sharp in my key signature, I need to first put a natural, and then my second F is going to be F sharp. Okay, so just think in terms of your piano. That's all you do. F sharp to G is a semitone. G to G sharp is a semitone. G sharp to A is a semitone, so I don't need to make any chromatic alterations there. A to B flat is going to be a semitone. B flat to B natural is a semitone, and then B to C is a semitone. But remember, you've got a C sharp in your key signature, so you will have to first restore the C sharp to C natural, and then I have C sharp, and C sharp to D is a semitone. So I want you to really focus on the fact that you think in semitones, and there's no particular order. You know, it's not always going to be say for example, natural, sharp, natural, sharp. You know, sometimes it's going to be a flat and then a natural. And another thing that you just need to keep in mind is when it gets to the chromatic scale, that there is definitely going to be a combination between sharps and flats in your accidentals. Okay, so even though you and I know D major's got 2 sharps, when you write the chromatic scale, you will have to use flats as well. Otherwise, you're not going to get your semitones. Okay, so that is it. So let's just quickly run through it again. So I start on D. Remember, my tonic, my dominant, and then my upper tonic, I only write once, and then all the other scale degrees, we just double it, and then we start filling in the accidentals so that all the notes are semitones apart. Good. So D to E flat. Okay, I know it needs to be E flat because if that is going to be E, we've got a whole tone. Okay, that the chromatic scale only consists of semitones. Okay, so D to E flat. Okay, now it's E flat to normal E. In other words, remember to put your natural sign there. E to F, because I have F sharp in the key signature, I have to first restore the F. Then F sharp, G, G sharp, A. Then from A to B flat is a semitone, and then I restore my B flat, and then I have C natural. Why? Because I have C sharp in my key signature, and then I have my C sharp, and I have my D. And that's the chromatic scale, like as easy as that.